was here tuning myself, I thought I'll invite you in to join me. Welcome to the creative return. Just breathe with me. Right, welcome to my home. I just returned from traveling halfway across the world. It was a quick turnaround trip to celebrate love and to be in the mountains. And it was more and everything that I could have dreamed up for myself it to be. Very healing and fulfilling trip. And then there's, the toll on the body, the physical body that all traveling can take. So I come home and I slot right back in because life is beautiful and full, but my medicine is sound. And I was gifted these incredible bowls this last season as I've been playing for my community for about 6 months to a year now. And now these are my travel bowls, and I play. I can just play them for myself because it's so attuning and grounding and calibrating. It's really fun, and it opens my heart and it softens the space. So again, welcome here with me at the Creative Return, where I am currently sharing chapter by chapter, Finding My Bones, my book, a fantastical memoir that I wrote about metamorphosis and all the lessons I learned. So thank you for being here and breathing with me. I want to always acknowledge that in this human experience, we are never alone. First of all, it's incredible to be with the spirit of fire and earth, water and air that makes this such a sensational experience, an embodied experience. And this ether, this space that connects us all, that is so representative even in this online space where we find our connected web, if we can use it and bring attention to the things that fills and softens our hearts and brings us into the heart mind space. That is what I am interested in. That is what makes me feel excited that we are doing this new sense of yin on this planet and with this planet, this Mother Earth that we are a part of, never separate. So acknowledging that I'm now back in Santa Monica on the land of the Tongva people, near the Pacific Ocean, and I am sincerely so grateful, so blessed for the way life has unfolded for me. So let's read. Let's read a little chapter and see what kind of conversation it provokes. We are now at chapter 2. I read chapter 1 in the mountains, in Scales, Scales Claw, Scale Kraal, where I went into a moment of hiding and quiet. So here we go, chapter 2. Life moves quickly, sweeping you into the currents of the physical experience. I was running. From hockey to ballet, from math to French, boyfriends happened, disappointments with friends too. It was the best of times and the most confusing of times. I was shy and cautious, yet there were moments, small bursts of forgetting, or perhaps moments of remembering, flashes of truth about myself. I am worthy. I am all feeling. We all have one sense that speaks louder than the others. Sight, taste, touch, hearing, and smell. One always seems to take the lead. Mine is touch and feeling. The world reaches me first through my skin, through the quiet messages my body sends before my mind catches up. I remember one particular weekend as a teenager. As a family, we went to Kloof, Heinsberg, and I invited my boyfriend. We were intense, inseparable, drunk on each other in the way only first love allows. My mother found it excruciating. Watching us together made her physically tense. I had always been a people pleaser, but this was the first relationship I had claimed entirely for myself, and it was beautiful. It was ours. Music was our language, and rain was our sanctuary. We stole kisses beneath doorways as storms rolled in. The town sat nestled in the embrace of green mountains, veined with hiking trails and shrouded in mist. There was a graveyard perched high, the trees whispering around it. My father, ever the one to keep us moving, led us on a hike through the hills. That day, the air between us all grew thick. My boyfriend lagged behind, dragging his feet. My mother's anxiety spiked. He was never much for a family, and it aggravated her even more. I moved between my two worlds, trying to keep peace, feeling exhausted. And then, somewhere between the yellow fields and the mist, I saw her. A figure stood, bent over in the distance, hooded, still. I stopped, stared. The mist curled around her like a veil, and she looked up, blue-green eyes flashing. An old woman, her belly round, a cane in her hand. La Loba? I couldn't move. She lifted her staff and pointed, and my gaze followed. When I turned back, she was gone. I ran to catch up, nearly tripping over something in my path. Looking down, I saw it, the most beautiful bone. I picked it up and slipped it into my pocket. It pulsed with a quiet knowing, though I didn't yet understand why. This place in Heinsberg, Kloof, was such a pivotal place for me as a young woman, as a young girl. My grandfather built this place, tiny little home, and we would hike in these mountains and play games around candlelight. It was a real sanctuary for our family, and we spent many Easters there. And it was also where the pines grew in those specific mountains, because Kloof itself is situated around this lush area of real jungle, real forests. So there's this double meaning for me, because it's also where my heart broke for the trees, where they did a lot of logging. So a lot of the forest there was a lot of deforestation to create these pine forests lined up to be cut down for wood. anyhow, I found that place, and I only now begin to understand what that bone, that piece of information meant for me, because it's only now that I'm stepping into a place where I am fully recognizing the debilitation of the pleaser. Even though there is such beauty in that archetype, I let it overrule so much of my life, and I missed these moments in between, these moments where if I step into stillness and honor my true heart's desire and follow the heart mind direction, I become much more valuable for everyone around me, my children, my community, because it's just more true, it's more authentic. So that's why I met that like moment where I had a moment of recognition, but I stayed in pleaser realm for a long time. And then later, I finished high school and stress became my primary sensation. Tests, friendships, the weight of expectation. After my final exams, I broke up with my boyfriend. We were unraveling, heading in different directions. I needed to be untethered, free from responsibility of another. It was devastation that left us both collapsed in grief. My father held me as I sobbed, and I could feel his pain mixed with mine and with the boys, with the loss. I was learning to move with integrity, even when it meant disappointing those I loved. Learning that to walk between worlds requires grace. And now, high school was behind me. For the first time, I was standing at the edge of myself, unshaped by expectation, free to stumble, free to figure things out, free to grasp the wheel of my own life. Foot poised on the pedal. I could go fast or slow. Autonomy. At 18, it was exhilarating. I have forgotten this autonomy many times throughout my life, allowing the push-pull of my birth to dictate my movements. But each transition reminds me I have always held the power to choose. And if I'm honest, I've just woken up to that understanding again, the power of choice. Choosing to move in joy or fear. This last week really highlighted that when I choose my joy, it's the ripple is exponential. It's incredible. I feel awake. I feel alive. And I'm really excited to sit here with you. So thank you for being here. I am going to play you another minute of bowls, and then I'll sign off for today. Remember, if you like it, engage, send me a message, anything that's coming up for you during your creative return. What questions are coming up? What realizations are you having? How are you moving in this phase, this Capricorn Leo phase of the moon, this beginning of 2026, as we clear the way, paying careful attention to what we give our attention to. So enjoy the bowls and give me a like, a thumbs up, whatever it means. And I'll see you in the next one for chapter 3. All right.